Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesdays with Wendy, where we make small business ownership less stressful, one step at a time. Today, we're going to talk about baseball and hot dogs and company Christmas parties and all the fun stuff you get to do as a business. Before we get to that, hit like if you're seeing this. And also, if you don't know me, my name is Wendy Kane. I'm the owner of Kane Accounting and Financial Coaching. I do bookkeeping and payroll for independent contractors and small businesses so that you can have peace at tax time and throughout the rest of the year. Okay, we're talking today about meals and entertainment. These are business expenses that businesses tend to go a little overboard on because, hello, they're fun. Business isn't all about sitting in some cubicle or office somewhere just typing on your computer. You know, you got to go out and have some fun every now and then. And a good way to get clients is to take them to sporting events or plays or something like that and create the relationship, do some fun things like that. So that's where a lot of business deals get done, when you're doing these fun things. So are these activities, are these expenses related to these activities tax deductible? Well, the classic answer, it depends. Okay, so every continuing education class that I do on meals and entertainment expenses uses the same example. I'm honestly a little tired of it myself, but it's a good example, so we're going to use it today. Okay, let's say you take a client to a baseball game. You buy tickets and you get in the door. The tickets to the baseball game, and that's all it is. The tickets just get you inside the stadium. That's all that's included in them. Those tickets are considered entertainment, and entertainment is not tax deductible at all. We're talking 0%. As of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, they took out the deduction for entertainment. So you cannot deduct the price of the tickets to a sporting event, tickets to a play, whatever you take your client to. The tickets to get into some sort of entertainment related thing are not tax deductible. Now, as an aside, there might be a good business reason to go ahead and continue doing that. And we'll talk about that in an upcoming Wednesdays with Wendy. But for today, we're just talking about tax deductibility. And in 2017, they decided, nope, we're not going to let you deduct entertainment anymore. Okay. Well, what about once you're in the baseball game? What happens? You're sitting there, and obviously it can be kind of hot. You get thirsty. And obviously, you're not going to go to a baseball game and not get a hot dog or popcorn. I mean, come on. Why do you go to baseball games other than to, see the team play, of course. Um, uh, anyway, so as you sit there, you're like, hey, I'll go get the food. And so you go over to the concession stand, you buy hot dogs, popcorn, candy, what, Cracker Jacks? Do I need to sing the song? You know, you buy all the stuff and you come back. Is that expense tax deductible? Yes. Only though 50% of it is. This is the traditional, it used to be meals and entertainment total was 50%, but in 2017 they changed it where entertainment is 0, but meals are still 50% deductible. And I know sometimes you'd be like, well, but we're with a client out here. Why is it only 50%? And I don't know the historical reasoning for this. I always think of it like the IRS knows you have to eat, so you can't deduct expenses to keep yourself alive. That's not a business expense, you know? So I feel like it was probably a compromise somewhere along the way. Some politicians were arguing 100, 0, 100, 0, or like, how about we make it 50 and call it good? Back when, politicians compromised and stuff. Anyway, so the tickets to get into the baseball game, not deductible. The food at the baseball game, 50% deductible. Okay, so what happens if you purchase tickets to an event and the food's included? Oh, well, then you get to do some fun math. You have to figure out what part of the ticket price was the entertainment and what part was the meals, and you can only deduct half of the meals, not any of the entertainment. Thankfully, um, sporting event venues, entertainment venues, they know this now. And so many of them have started splitting it out on the ticket. They'll have the price of the ticket, the price of the food, the price of the included food, and you can give that to your tax preparer and they can put that on the tax return that way. Okay, some other things that are fully deductible are company Christmas parties, 4th of July picnics. If it's for the company and, the company is celebrating and having a company picnic type of thing, those are 100% tax deductible. They have been for many years and they still are. So that's good. You can still have your company Christmas party and deduct 100% of that. And let's see, I've got my notes over here. I don't have all this up in here in my head. Um, Meals for the public, if you have like a promotional event for your business and you're giving out free hot dogs to the public and it's more advertising marketing, that's 100% deductible. So don't worry, you can still do that. Um, Client meals. Oh, this is a biggie. I probably should have talked about this one first. Because I see the most abuse of this one. For a meal to be 50% deductible, you have to be meeting with a client and you must discuss business. And we'll talk about this a little more in detail in another week or two. You have to have a receipt for it. It has to list the client name, the date, what you talked about. Yeah, I know. That's a lot. So if you're like, hey, it's Tuesday at lunchtime. I think I'm just gonna walk over here and grab me a sandwich at the sandwich shop down the street. And you're like, hey, I'm at work and that's a meal. So that's 50% deductible, right? No, no, it's 0% deductible because it's not a meeting with a client. It's not a business meal. Now, if you buy food for the office and bring it back and everybody eats, that is that's 50%. It used to be 100, now it's 50%. See, it gets confusing. It's okay. Anyway, um, but if you are the business owner and you just go out and you're just like, "Hey, I'm out. I'm just gonna grab some food," that is generally not tax deductible. There's some specific um occasions where you might be able to say it's deductible. And that would be a good discussion to have with your tax preparer because you don't want to go through the year and think, oh, this is deductible, and then find out at tax time that it's not. Because one place I see business owners spending a lot of money is on meals because they think, oh, it's a business expense. I mean, so what do you do when it's a business expense? Well, you spend on the high side, don't you? You know, and the problem is with that is that it may not all be tax deductible and you're spending cash that your business might need in other places, which is also another discussion for another day. All right. Well, if all of this is confusing, please don't feel bad. No one is born knowing how to do this, and it's certainly not taught in school. If you're feeling lost and overwhelmed, that is why I'm here to help you. Go to my website and book a free consultation, and let's see if I can help you work through some of these issues. All right. Y'all have a good day.